Machiavelli in this Illuminati all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me? And God said he should send his one begotten son to lead the wild into the ways of the man. Follow me. Eat my flesh of my flesh. Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see. What do we have here now?
Hey, what it do, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? Welcome to the Petty Sports Show, Wednesday night edition, brought to you by Kings Broadcasting Studios. We thank you so much. We really appreciate you tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with us as always. You know what I'm saying? With the same old crew. We 1 quart low because Allegra not in the house tonight. We miss her, and I know she'll be back very soon. But we got the normal cast of characters with Dwight Banks. We got Famous Fees on deck. Petty Man, you got myself, Mike Bell, baby. You know what I'm saying? Right here in the flesh, like every week. You know what I mean? And we got a special guest as well. You know what I'm saying? On deck, former NFL player Chris Slade, linebacker from the New England Patriots. So, yeah, we got a really nice show lined up once again for you guys. So, hey, get you a drink. If you're smoking good out there, if it's the wacky tobacco, or if it's some of this Cuban, you know what I'm saying, finest, you know, get with it. Pull up a chair, call a friend, text a friend, neighbor, coworker, let them know we in the building. It's about to go down. Share the show with all your friends, neighbors, and coworkers. Text a friend, neighbor, coworker, and let them know we all over. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope. Hey, www.kingsbroadcasting.com. Click that radio link and you hear us there on our internet radio station as well. So once again, we'd like to thank you guys for joining in and tuning in. Yo, get at us in the chat room. We got that world famous Petty Sports line wide open that you can call in and get at us, you know what I'm saying? Share your thoughts on whatever we may be discussing. But hey, without further ado, I'll pass it on to the rest of the crew. What it do, Famous Fees? Get at them.
What up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Famous Fees. I'm in here every week, live and direct. Always got the heat for you. We got a cold lineup for you today. Last week, we covered the AFC South. We're going to cover the AFC East today. And just like last week, we got us a representative from the AFC East today. We got my man, straight out of the University of Virginia, drafted in 1993 in the second round by the New England Patriots. 1997 Pro Bowler, All-Pro, New England Patriots, all 1990 team, Chris Slade in the house. He came to join us today so we can break this thing down. Holla at us, Chris.
Hey, man, thank you guys for having me on, man. This is awesome. I know about your show. It's been great. It's an honor to be on, man. It's going to be a great time, man. Thank you, guys. Everybody's healthy.
Hey, thank you, good sir. Thank you for joining.
My man, Chris, you sound real articulate. Oh, that'll be a New England Patriot, former New England Patriot. I'm gonna go on. I appreciate you being on the show with us, Chris.
Hey, man, it's the UVA degree first.
There it is.
What it do, Banks? Let the people know you in the building, baby boy.
Man, I'm in the building back again, man. Another Famous Fees chump off session this Wednesday on Petty Sports. We in here. He already started early, so back in the green room, he already got us started. So we welcome to be here again. Glad to be here. Got another hot show for you guys. Gonna talk a little golf and the AFC East, who nobody really gives a damn about except for Fees. But he's a secret NFC South fan now. He got his Tampa Bay jersey on underneath that, whatever he got on him.
Well, the new name is Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Oh, he's a Tampa Bay fan.
Yeah, he's a Tampa Bay fan now, right?
Y'all the only one saying it.
Hey, Bill, that fits him so right, man. That fits him right there, man.
I'll say this, man. Real Patriots fans, they're gonna be Patriots fans no matter who the quarterback is. So they don't jump around individuals. They're gonna stay true to the past.
Say it one time for him, Chris, so he can hear you.
True Patriots fans, this is my experience being up there. It don't matter who the quarterback is or any position. If you're a Pats fan, you're going to be a Pats fan. They're just going to insert. That's just the way I've always kind of known and seen it when I was my time out there.
Well, maybe
ride with Stidham.
We probably going to need you to talk your boy off the ledge because I think he's straddling the fence right now. You know what I'm saying? He don't know
riding with Stidham.
Yeah, you got to. If you're a Patriots fan, that's it, man. You got to. Yeah.
That man ain't had no faith in Stidham since we started talking this thing.
I don't think he's that good.
Now you riding with Stidham.
But they still got They still got Belichick though.
I don't think he's that good, but we riding with him.
They said the same thing about Tom 20 years ago. Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna be another Tom, but you know, man, Belichick. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, man, if they don't make it far again this year just because of Belichick in that system. They had 14 draft picks, man. I mean, they got a lot. I mean, this ain't something he just woke up and figured out. Like, this has been in the works for a long time.
Well, Chris, say that. We got that all coming. You can get your whole little spiel about that. But I like him already because I've been the one saying they got Belichick, this, that, and your boy been like, oh, we ain't got no quarterback. We didn't draft no quarterback. I can't believe we didn't draft a quarterback. I like you, Chris, already, brother.
Oh, good, man. I check out. Okay, good start.
Yeah, really do.
It already sounded like Dwight Banks was about to put a whole lot of words in my mouth. So I mean, we're gonna be we ready to go ahead and fact check you, but we ain't even gonna start there.
Boy,
We starting with the match. We talking about the Champions for Charity match with Tiger Woods, Peyton Manning, Phil Mickelson, and Tom Brady, because that was the highlight of the weekend. Them boys faced off in a charity golf match. We got 2 golf pro legends. We got 2 NFL quarterback legends. It was kind of crazy, and it was very different. To me, like, we're just to start off, like, were any of y'all surprised with the actual outcome?
that Tom Brady sucks at golf? Not really.
So the outcome was that Tiger and Peyton won by 1 stroke.
No. Okay. Or that Tom Brady split his fucking pants because he was nervous as a bitch. What outcome you want me to talk about?
That wasn't what I asked. I mean, we can definitely talk about that. We didn't. I said we were surprised at the outcome.
Well, we figured Phil was carrying a large handicap, carrying TB whatever. And, Tiger and Peyton probably had the clear-cut advantage coming in, so I'm not surprised at it at all.
I knew those 4 guys were going to be going to compete. I mean, you're talking about 4 fierce competitors, man. So I'm not a big golf fan. I don't know a lot about the game. I mean, I know the basics, but it was just great to see those. It's personal. I mean, Tom and Peyton, that's going to be no matter what they're doing. They're going to make it personal.
Yeah.
They can, they say what they want in front of the cameras, man, but that was personal. They wanted to beat one wanted to beat the other one just as bad as they probably wanted to in the football game.
Exactly.
Same with Tiger and Phil. So yeah, it was. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the same thing, man. It was good to see. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, he had the eagle out there, man. I mean, it was a match for some real champions out there, and it looked that way. At a certain point, man. And I didn't necessarily see the match, but I kind of tuned in for some of the highlights, and I was actually impressed. Like, damn, this was a real match. These guys were very competitive.
Oh, no, they were competing.
Yeah, so it was a big deal. And once again, I guess, they found a way to sneak the Falcons conversation in there. You know what I mean? I mean, god damn, we just can't catch a break. You know what I mean?
Nobody really cares about them, but I wasn't actually surprised at the outcomes. I mean, Peyton had Tiger on his team. We talking about playing golf, and you got Tiger.
Hard to beat.
That's pretty much. I was surprised at the fact that it was that close because they had Tiger. I mean, as good as Phil is, Phil always loses to Tiger.
Well, he lost that $20 million last year.
Tom actually really being real golfers. So I'm like, wait, you got Tiger versus Phil. Tiger was gonna beat Phil regardless.
Well, last November, he and Tiger played for like some kind of charity. I think it was a $10 or $20 million match, and Phil, beat him pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not always a given.
Phil got the kind of ice water in his veins.
Well, he has beaten Tiger before, and for $20 million, not a bad guy. I mean, he's pretty good.
What your boy Sidney Dean, Wesley Snipes said, and White Man Can't Jump. Say the sunshine of dog ass sometimes. I mean, it happens.
Well, boy,
you can't count on that.
Man can't jump. There it is.
But can't count on that.
I think the viewing public also, tuned in. It was a highly watched event. I think they reached over 6.3 million at one point in time doing it. Like you said, it's the only thing really going on this weekend. And even though you're not, or may not, like myself, not a huge golf fan, you tuned in and caught a little bit of it here and there, just simply because it was live sports, right? Just like, shit, we so starved for live sports. Even Tom splitting his pants made the headlines, right? So, what it is.
And to see those 4 compete, man, that was worth it. Even if you're not a golf fan, you just want to see how they're going to compete.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
One for the history books, for certain.
But watching the whole thing, I mean, like, really, out of all of it, and I know y'all probably be surprised because y'all know I'm not a fan of Peyton Manning in the slightest bit, but I was most impressed with Peyton out of the entire weekend. I mean, we know Tiger is Tiger. We know Phil is a professional golfer. We had no idea. I figured Tom and Peyton probably were just out there to be like, okay, who's going to stink it up the least? Both of them were good, but Peyton was really, really good. It was like, damn, like he really can golf. Like Peyton is sticking him closer than Tiger and Phil sometimes. It's like, oh, these dudes are serious. Like they're really that good?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm just saying it's in their blood, man. It's in their DNA. I mean, if they keeping score, they trying to win. Yeah.
Hey, if you think it wasn't no side betting going on,
oh, no doubt,
it was a side betting going on. Like, wait till the audio come out of this 10 years from now. Right? Y'all think the Jordan shit was off the chain? It was some trash talking going on out there.
Yeah, no doubt.
They had the audio going though. Like, I mean, that was my next point on the joint. Like, man, what was your thoughts on the mic'd up? It's like they had Charles Barkley out there commentating, and they were actually live. Actually, like they were giving people the info from the tweets that were coming from other celebrities and people from the outside. Like the interaction on this was crazy. I mean, you heard all of the back and forth between Brady and Barkley. Then you heard Peyton. He was giving Tom some of the business over there, talking about who he wanted to caddy for him.
Correct. I think, like we all said, it's been you kind of sports deprived right now. So you kind of get a lot of people tuning in. Plus the Uber athletes that they are and the Uber competitive that they are. Everybody tuned in, even the celebrities and so forth. And then, like you said, they're not horrible golfers. Like, I mean, they actually do this for a living. They got time, they got good coaches and all that good shit. And they get out there, and that's how they spend a lot of their spare time as well. So when you look at it and you say, can they make this something that's a regular? I don't think so, but I think these charity matches and these little head-to-head matches with Mickelson and Woods last year prove that golf can use a little bit of updating, right? It can definitely be a retooling, so to speak, from the old white man sport to bringing into some more millennials, make it a little bit more exciting and things of that nature, and add that into it, because you've got to understand some of these young guys that are in there now. They grew up watching Tiger. They see the emotion and all that, and they kind of carry that into it now. And you're pretty sure each and every Saturday and Sunday, there's a lot of trash talking going on. So forth. They bring that to the golf. It may get outside of what they call a gentleman's game, but shit, it needs it to compete in this, highly competitive sports market now.
I mean, it was a good look for the sport, though. I mean, like just the way they presented it. Like you heard Barkley in there was like, man, he was like, hey, like Tom, I want some of that. Like, I mean, we all know how terrible Barkley is. He's had T-Mobile commercials about how horrible his stroke is. And Tom was playing like trash for six holes. Came out in the seventh hole and he stroked that birdie from over 100 yards out right after they started getting on him. And then Brooks Koepka bet him $100,000 that he couldn't par before he finished the front nine. Like that, I mean, that shot was clutch. He's still not like a polished golfer. Like you saw just a little bit, like you say too much to him, he'll give you that work.
Yeah, but that's what all of them. That's what all of
them. Yeah. You woke him up. Yeah. Those competitive juices started coming out. Then he was like, okay, I'll show you. I'm still TB12. Even at golf.
Yeah, I'm still an athlete, damn it. I'm still a damn athlete.
Yep.
And one of the best that ever done it.
At anything I choose to compete at, I will be a competitor. You know what I'm saying? And I really like the side effects, you know what I'm saying, like you guys were talking about earlier, man, being mic'd up and, adding that kind of stuff to the sport to make it more interesting for the people that are viewing. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, maybe trying to do that more with the NFL moving forward, but the language and so forth may be quite a bit different, you know what I'm saying? A lot of N words and B words be thrown around on the NFL field as opposed to a golf course. But yeah, I like that aspect of it, man. I think fans really appreciate and tune in that much closer when you have an opportunity to hear what really goes on field level and right there at the same time the players do without it being filtered. You know what I'm saying? That authentic piece, that's priceless in my opinion as a sports fan in general. I don't care what kind of sport it is. I love it.
I mean, like this event raised over $20 million for COVID-19 relief.
Wow.
On top of the fact that they had well over 6 million viewers, which
Wow.
made this the highest rated telecast in cable history for golf.
Yeah.
Really?
So, I mean, that being said,
Wow.
like the PGA, like, I mean, I was going to pose a question, but I just make it as a statement. The PGA should adopt some type of format that involves some commentary with their actual players and the commentators. Like, we need to hear what they're saying. We need to be out there. Like, they need to catch the tweets from other players, from maybe celebrities in other sports, folks that may know them. Like, they need to generate some type of interest. I mean, this clearly showed that people actually will rock with golf, even, I mean, minus the fact that we're sports deprived. Nobody still was watching golf other than the fact that, like, oh, okay, it's Brady and Manning and Tiger and Phil. And then you're like, oh, you got all these other celebrities chiming in, and then we can actually hear everything and interact with all of it. I think they could take portions of it. Like, clearly, they're not going to do the same thing as what we just watched for an actual PGA Tour event. But if they take bits and pieces of this and incorporate it into the PGA world, they could greatly increase their ratings.
You know what, Fees? You say that, but the last PGA match that I watched, okay, those guys, they were talking. You can hear them talking to their caddy and so forth and those kind of things, but they're not those type athletes that just really talk trash to the other golfer and so forth. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of respect and etiquette that goes on. So if you didn't have that element where you got Brady, Manning, Phil and Tiger, that mix of the two sports, you'll be hard pressed to get that kind of feedback just off of a regular golf match. You know what I'm saying? From
it's
the
a new
athlete.
day. I promise you, these dudes are not that docile. But
Well,
the
I think-
sport works that way.
I think they're more introverted, and then plus it depends upon the pairing, right? Like who's paired with who coming out on that Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday and Sunday. Maybe, championship round Sunday, I could possibly see that, right? That's something that you add into it.
Might come up on Sunday.
But
We don't have to see every round.
But with that being said, though, a lot of that is, they do so much of, quiet when the backstroke comes in and all that stuff. They don't want to get into the psyche of these guys' head because it's quote unquote so much concentration that goes into what they do, right? So they're not used to playing with loud noises. Like if you watch the Masters a couple years ago when Tiger teed off, the other golfers sat back and waited for that big old before they set up to take their strokes. Simply because they're not geared to have any kind of distractions in their game. So you may not, from a fan perspective, we may want it, but from a competitor, they'd be like, nah, I don't want none of that shit in my head. I don't want nothing. We just
in what sport was the grand decision made based off of what the players want? I mean, I know that sounds really ridiculous, and they all have players unions. However, if there's more money incorporated in it, and the powers that be from overhead are like, hey, we can double our profit margins and double your purses when you win if you let us mic you up and y'all actually let us get in there when y'all play, it ultimately probably won't even be the player's choice. They'll be like, okay, I guess that's what we're going to do, because that just generated all the interest. That means now you're going to get endorsements. It'll be a whole lot more that comes from it.
Well, here's the difference, though, right? In most, when all competitive sports, with the exception of golf and probably, ping pong, maybe, there's team sports where there are owners and they're this, that, and the third. Golf is a singular individual sport with an individual. Let Tiger say he's not interested in doing that. Let Phil say it. Let Rory McIlroy say it. Let some of these younger guys, be like, nah, we ain't interested in that shit. Nah, it's a dead deal because they are the product. They are the engine that moves this around, that moves it, period. Tiger single-handedly moved golf to an entirely different audience all by himself. And let him decide that, nah, I ain't interested in being mic'd up. That shit don't fly.
I mean, I don't think Tiger would be opposed to it.
I'm just using Tiger.
No,
I'm just using Tiger as just an example. But some of the younger guys that are out there, Rory McIlroy or whatever the couple of, those guys that are moving the golf to the next millennium, right? They say, hey, man, we ain't interested in doing that shit. We get enough groupie love as it is, so we don't give a damn. So they may not be interested in that, but it'll be cool to see. Maybe on a Sunday, championship round. Let's see what we can get. Get more people involved in it, because, like you said, people are involved in more golf. Like when Tiger was in it, I watched more golf during the Tiger era than I watched in my entire life. And you usually didn't turn in until Sunday. You tuned in on Sunday to see if Tiger was going to, pull it out. So that might be something that they can add into it, because we all can agree golf needs a kick in the ass of excitement to grab that new, younger audience to expand their horizons. But, being how we all understand when expanding your horizons simply means diversified, and the powers that be in golf are not necessarily, prone for that shit to happen either.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, I ain't mad at you on that. Just like, not many people would really watch golf like that. I mean, like, if all of y'all came on, it's like, I don't really watch, but I checked it out. I mean, even Tiger and Phil and them knowing, they're like, hey, like, this is what we do when we make our bread and butter this way. Like the PGA should really consider doing just at least a portion of this. I'm not saying you should just mic up everybody. Nobody wants to hear what all of them have to say, but just like we briefly discussed, if they did it on Sunday and we could hear it, or like you did like Saturday and Sunday, or even just portions of the match where we get that next level insight, they can bring so much more to their sport and to their game, and actually bring so many more viewers in. I think for the folks that are handling the TV network contracts and booking the venues and the venues themselves, I think it would be beneficial to them to the point where they could they'll work that into the contracts for the golfers to come in. Like, hey, if you want to play in the Masters this year, you got to be mic'd up on Sunday. I can see them doing that to the point where the players don't have to say, like, if you want to play, you're going to be mic'd on Sunday.
Yeah, they're going to, like I said, part of that is, Tiger was getting that huge just appearance fee, right? And you get these appearance fees because you are the draw. So now if I alienate the draw, it tradition says the Masters is the course to win and this, that, and the third, but it doesn't take much for somebody to come in and say, hey, listen, we're not going to do this. We're going to draw some of these guys that are not a part of this, and we're going to move them over here, and they're going to play in the so-and-so in the East Point, in the East Lake Classic. And, then that players match becomes just as big as Augusta, then, and so on and so forth. So golf is about tradition. And I just don't see them breaking into that tradition too much. I gave Tiger shit about the red shirts and shit. And now everybody's wearing all this crazy
baseball
shit.
Has been dying for years. Golf needs to take a step over their head and be like, hey, we're going to be more innovative than you.
I agree. Baseball is one of those sports that my kid, going to college on a baseball scholarship, needs a serious shot in the arm as far as the entertainment value. Yep. If you are not a baseball fan. If you are a baseball fan and you're watching the game, you understand the flow of the game, then it's interesting to you. But for the Cavalier fan that just comes out and sit down, it's like, man, I got to sit here for 2.5 hours to watch these guys throw a ball and try to hit this little ball. And this is what we're doing. We're going to get a lot of strikeouts and a lot of outs and not a whole lot of offense. You need something to give to kick in the ass.
And that's what a lot of the players, the younger players,
it's
are saying.
It's that time, y'all. It's 8:24.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Kobe. Yeah, that's
the get in here for it. Yep.
Yeah. Kobe tribute every day, every Wednesday night on Petty Sports.
Her phone got the alarm on her the same as I do. She's
recognize the Black Mamba.
She had to run back over here, like, get it in. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, man, but like you were saying with the people having more interest in the sport, it's going to take that younger generation to change it. As long as the old heads have a hold on those governorships and so forth, sitting on those boards, they're not wanting to see the game move in that direction. Like in baseball, they say with a lot of the new players are saying, let the kids play. Is that the slogan they had started saying, Banks?
They started that last year doing the rookie game and the what they call it, the Young Stars game.
Right. Let the kids play. Quit letting the game be so straight and rigid. You know what I'm saying? You know, let these guys have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's you have more people tune in that way also.
The crazy part about baseball, not to get off subject, we here in the United States, we try to take that natural flair from our African American young players and tell them you got to play the game more pure. But then they celebrate the Latin American players and they come over here with all the flair and all this, that, you know, and now it's not so much looked at as being hot dog or you know, they just got this natural ability. You know, well, we try to dumb it down over here, but we celebrate those guys that come from, you know, those other countries and then, you know, give them the platform to be who they are. I just think baseball should embrace the fact that, hey, man, you got to allow these kids to be individuals and they will, in fact, move this sport forward. There are, you know, there are very few Babe Ruths and Mickey Mantles out there, but there's shit, you know, they're the Mike Trouts, the Bryce Harpers, the Ronald Acuñas. These cats got flair about themselves. They play with a little emotion. They play with a little fire in their ass, and they want to be celebrated. Flip a bat when they hit a home run. It ain't necessarily disrespectful. It's just showing excitement.
That's right.
And so we went from one boring sport to the next. Okay. We're going to go ahead and let Mike Beasley, a.k.a. Bobby Bell, go ahead and pay some of these bills. Come on in here. We're going to come back
This
to
guy,
the
man,
AFC
y'all just
East
call
preview
me.
so we can really let my man Chris Slade jump in, talk about the AFC East and what the Patriots going to do in the rest of the division. Go ahead and take it away, Mike Beasley.
Yeah, appreciate that, Fees, man. We thank everybody for joining us tonight. This is the Wednesday night edition of Petty Sports, brought to you by Kings Broadcasting Studio. We thank you for tuning in. Of course, I'm Mike Bell, baby. You got famous Fees on deck. You got Banks, and you got our special guest, Chris Slade, you know what I'm saying, from the New England Patriots joining us tonight to shed a little light on some of the topics we're going to talk about concerning the AFC. But, yeah, we all over the place. Facebook, you can tune in on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Go to www.kingsbroadcasting.com and hit that post 880 radio link, and you can listen to us there. Share the show. Call a friend, neighbor, co-worker. Text a friend, neighbor, co-worker. Let them know we on. We in the building. We up to our shenanigans. We doing what we do. You know, of course, I'm smoking good and drinking good. Fees over there drinking good. Banks drinking, you know. You get at us in the chat room. Call that Petty Sports line at 678
871
9602.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 678-871-9602 is the number. You know what I mean? So thank you once again for joining us. Hey, ATL, ho, back to the regular scheduled program.
Oh, y'all got a new little banner that go across the screen. Y'all fancy, huh? Okay.
Huh.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You know, without further ado, we're going to get this AFC East preview. I mean, for those of you who don't know, if you don't know, I probably think something else about you. But the AFC East features the Patriots, the Bills, the Jets, and the Miami Dolphins. We're going to just start from the top to the bottom, and I'll give you the breakdown from where they were last year before we even get into it. 2019 standings, Patriots won the division at 12-4. The Bills were second at 10-6. The Jets are 7-9. The Dolphins are 5-11. The Patriots lost in the wild card round to Tennessee. The Bills lost in the wild card round as well to the Houston Texans. You know, coming up in the 2020 season, everybody in the division will play the AFC and the NFC West. So that means all four teams in the AFC East will face the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chargers, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Cardinals. So, I mean, starting from the top with the Patriots, what do you see coming in for this season?
Well, first of all, where'd you get that T-shirt from, man? I love that.
Oh, I got this T-shirt right here from the mean streets of Boston.
Really? Where
Won the
about?
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I love that.
New England
Six-pack.
six-pack. Yes, sir.
Where about in Boston?
Oh, God.
Oh, I was out there by Quincy Market. I was
Okay,
out
Faneuil
there,
Hall.
like, yeah, I was like right out in the square. I went out there and bought it off some of the vendors. Like I went out right after we won the Super Bowl over the Rams. I was out there just walking the streets kicking it.
Don't you know about Daniel and Faneuil Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome shirt, man. I haven't seen that one. That's tight. I'm going to get me one of those. That's tight.
He said,
yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Representing. So it's hard to say who's going to, obviously the favorite's going to still be the Patriots going into it. Minus Tom Brady. That's the big X factor right now. But I tell you, man, Buffalo, they looked really good last year. They gave the Patriots, obviously, really tough game, especially the one in Buffalo. The Jets is always a big rivalry with the Patriots. I mean, they've owned the Jets in the last 10, 12 years. I don't think the Jets have beaten them in I don't know how long. You might know better than me, but it's probably
not since the Rex Ryan years.
Yeah, it had to be at least 10, 12 years. I mean, it's been at least 7 or 8 years, maybe longer than that. I tell you though, Miami with Flo down there, they beat the Patriots last year. I mean, that's an up and coming team. He knows Belichick. He knows what they're all about. Coaching in the system. It's I don't know. It's hard to say. You got to say going into it, the Pats are going to be the favorite just because they've won the division, 15 years in a row or something. But, minus Tom, it's going to be, that's going to be, everyone wants to see how the Patriots going to be. Now the Tom Brady era is over. I don't know. I think the division, I like Buffalo. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't really be in contention to win that conference next year. I really do. I think their defense is good, and they're not scared of the Patriots. I think they can not only beat them, but play with them.
So what do you see the Patriots' record being next season?
I don't like to get into that predicting stuff. You just don't know. I don't want to do that because it's just so hard to say. I do know this. They're gonna be pretty good still, just because I think they got the nucleus, and as long as you got Belichick, he gonna put guys in position to make plays and be successful. But I think that division is wide open. In the past, you always knew the Patriots were going to win it, but I think it's wide open.
Are you not into making any prediction because Tom is no longer there? That's just something you never done.
It's a good question. Because Tom's not there.
I can appreciate his honesty with that.
It's a whole lot better when you got 12 back there. You can't ever bet against 12, but him not being there, you just don't know.
Yeah, I get
you just don't know. But people, he is 42 or 43. Like Mark Jackson always says, man, Father Time is undefeated.
Yes, sir.
Always. So as great as he's been, you could see the decline a little bit. And I think the people in Tampa, I wouldn't bet against him, but at the end of the day, he is 42 or 43. You can't beat time.
That's right.
There it is.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one wholeheartedly. You can't beat time. And I keep saying it, but people don't want to listen when I say he's an old-ass quarterback that's not mobile in the NFC South, and they're going to tap that ass.
Hey, Tom Brady don't even play for the Patriots no more. The question was, where do you have New England?
Please don't worry about it. I'm about to get into that right now. So right now, at number 4 in the division, I don't think anybody will probably doubt the fact that Miami's going to be there at the bottom cell of that division. Number 3, I'm going to go New England Patriots.
Whoa.
Number 2, I'm going to go New York Jets. And I got the Buffalo Bills coming out on top, doing the damn thing in the AFC East.
Wow. I don't think the Bills have won a division since Bruce Smith played and Jim Kelly.
But there it is. We're going to go back to that then.
Yeah, it's been at least since the 90s. Yeah.
I got the Bills winning it, the Jets coming in second, Patriots in third, and the Dolphins in the lower fourth place in that division. I don't even think the Patriots will get 8-8 this year, man. If they,
what is that? What is that based off? Just pure hate, or like, is there any actual analysis there? Or is this I don't like this team. I like that team.
All right, so
do you like the colors of the Jets better?
You know what? I do. Like that green and white just kind of goes well with my thought process here, right?
Yeah, I mean that sounded like you were picking with your VJ.
Yeah, I just whoa. Now look here. I'm not the guy that walks around talking about we, and you just started following the team in the 2000s. But go ahead. So listen, I just think go ahead, Chris.
I do think that everybody in that division, they're excited though, because everybody feels like we got a chance to win it now. Because Brady is gone. That's why I think it's wide open. I think before everybody was playing for second place. But now that he's not there and they've gotten a lot of shakeup, I think, their teams are like, man, it's our time now.
I just think, losing last year in the wild card, the Buffaloes kind of put it together. Getting Stefan Diggs, I think is going to add a whole lot more dynamics to that team as well. Add to that the fact that Brady's not there, so you give you that as well. The Jets coming off the season where, you figure it could have been what they were, and they weren't, and the Le'Veon Bell didn't really give them a whole lot of room with that. So I think they'll add a little bit more. That you got I can't think of what their offense did last year, but I think the Jets will take the second place team. Again, I think they'll probably finish somewhere less than 10 wins, maybe 9 to 10 wins with the Jets coming out of. You said they're playing who again this year? What division they playing this year?
The West.
The AFC and the NFC West.
The AFC
Both
and
West
NFC.
divisions.
And we already know the NFC West is a tough road to hold. So the Jets don't get 10 wins, but I think they beat the Patriots a couple of times.
I think that everybody in that division, they're excited.
Yeah. And then the Patriots, 8-8 at best, because that's the number you like to throw out for the Falcons. I just threw that out there for you. But I don't know if they're going to do it. Then Miami won't probably win no more than 4 or 5 games, while they try to do their rebuilding piece. But, yes, I give it Buffalo, Jets, Patriots, and then the Dolphins.
Hello, didn't I tell you some weeks ago that you're not qualified to say Patriots? Until your team wins something, you need to put some spec on our name.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I put some air in the football.
You can put some fake crowd noise in the stadium like Fox is talking about doing. That's what you said? Oh. Yeah!
So Mike Bell, what you got for the AFC East?
I like Buffalo, New England, Jets, and Miami. You know what I'm saying? I don't think New England will be totally terrible. You know what I'm saying? In this division, like I said, you guys have already stated, Miami will be a bottom feeder. Kind of torn between the Jets and New England being number 2, but with what they have in place with the Sith Lord over there, you don't necessarily want to count them that low. So I give them the second place and go with Buffalo at number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
14 draft picks, man. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how they pan out.
Yeah,
that's a lot of picks, man.
A lot of eyes on Belichick, man. This is you're really going to see what he's made of as a coach and how good he really is.
Yep.
And I don't think he's going to necessarily disappoint. More eyes will be on because Belichick is solidified in who he is and what he brings as a coach. But this quarterback, this is what everybody's going to kind of he's waiting in the wings to see what this guy is really about. And we still have Cam out there. I still think Cam is really, really suited and booted for the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably get him at a discounted rate. And I'm not counting that out off the table yet. Now, if he goes to New England, I'm pushing them at number 1.
So I think
we
said they don't have the cap space for that, right? So, and you just don't see, Cam taking no home time, no, not even a home time, just a discount period, right? And then, like I said, Mrs. Doubtfire going to, New England won't fit, man. It won't fit.
I beg to differ, Banks. I really do because his stock is tanking. You know what I'm saying? The longer it goes to where no team signs him, his value will continuously drop, and he would probably accept that hometown discount to play for Belichick. I really believe it can go that way.
Cam is going to end up sitting until after week 1 because teams know that their contracts aren't guaranteed if they sign after week 1 of the season. So he'll probably go to Pittsburgh after week 1 and end up being the starter because we all know Big Ben is not going to play the whole year. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're still back on the AFC East. So I'm going to bring y'all all the way back for y'all to win all the way like super left.
We'll see.
We talking about what it's going to be. The Pats was 12-4 last year. We know Brady's gone. We know Jamie Collins is gone. Kyle Van Noy is gone. Harmon is out. Dorsett is out. But they brought in quite a few players. They brought in Brian Hoyer as a backup. We don't know what Jarrett Stidham is going to be. Jarrett Stidham looked really, really good in the preseason, and he was terrible against the Jets in that one series that he got in. He only threw 4 passes. He threw a pick 6, yanked him right back out the game. So, that was a sample from hell if you're actually trying to, market Stidham. But the dude was really good at Auburn. So if he had come out in this draft, he'd have been one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks that came out in this draft. And when we're looking at the quarterbacks that are in the AFC East, you got Jarrett Stidham versus... you have a brand new, I don't know if my hip or my ankle is good, Tua You got Sam Darnold. He had mono, so we gave him an excuse for last year, but we don't know if he's actually going to be that guy. He had some really good flashes, like against Dallas and against the Raiders. He drugged them, but he had a lot of bad games too. So, I mean, we don't know which one he actually is. Yeah, Josh Allen, he seemed to come into himself, but the Bills had a next-level good defense. Josh Allen was not being asked to do very much. All he had to do was manage the game. He didn't do a whole lot more than what Jimmy Garoppolo did up in San Francisco just because the defense was so good.
Yeah.
It's like when I look at the makeup of the teams, like the Patriots and the Bills are almost the exact same team right now. Where you got a next level defense, you got a questionable quarterback, and all the rest of the spots is like, these guys are okay, but I don't know about them. I mean, they're running like neck and neck. I mean, based off of the schedules, I got New England at 9-7, as New England has to play Baltimore and Kansas City because, well, I mean, we all have to play Kansas City in the division because we do play the AFC West. They got Baltimore, and then, well, who won the other division? Houston. So you got Baltimore and Houston. Buffalo, they've got Pittsburgh and Tennessee. It's like those are their other two games. I mean, for those of y'all who know how the schedule goes, you play 6 games in your conference. 6 games from your division. Then you play the division from the NFC for 4 games, the division from the AFC for the 4 games, and those other 2 games depend on where you finished last year. So New England won the division. They got the other 2 division winners, so they got a slightly more difficult run of it. So just off of that, we got New England 9-7, got Buffalo at 10-6. So we got Buffalo win the division at 10-6. New England at 9-7. I know y'all are like, oh my God, he actually didn't pick New England to win the division. No, I did not. But they'll be at 9-7, possibly catch that 7th playoff spot since they added an extra one. Then I got the Jets at 5-11. The Jets are going to make the regression. I don't really see Miami doing anything this year. I got Miami at 4-12. Okay. So that's where I got the AFC East sitting. Got 10-6 Buffalo, 9-7 New England, 5-11 New York, 4-12 Miami.
Well, you just never know. I think a lot of times people like look at the records and, this should be a win, that should be a win. I tell you that league is so hard and so competitive. It is so tough. If you win 10 games in that league in the course of a season, you've had a pretty good year. I mean, that league is so hard to win in every week in and week out. It's so competitive. And it always comes down to just a couple mistakes here and there. That's what usually determines the game. It's amazing because I know this from being a former player. You can go game plan all week. You can look at different scouting reports, and all those games usually come down to the 2-minute drill at the end of the game. It's if you really watch a lot of those scores, they're usually close games in the NFL. You have a few blowouts, but all the games are usually within like a touchdown or 2. And they go through the whole week game planning. They go through the whole week scouting reports, red zone, 3rd down, short yardage. And the game usually comes down to whoever's the best in the 2-minute drill at the very end of the game. That's what makes the game so unique and makes it so special. Because you go through all that, and it usually comes down to like the last minute and 30 seconds. Who's going to make a couple plays here and there? And you saw last year the Dolphins, they beat the Patriots last year. And so you just never know. I mean, that league is so competitive and it's so much parity. And now with Brady gone, everybody's like, it's our time. And they're just like, they chop it to bits. They can't wait to get to Foxborough now. It's get back for everybody. I mean, that's what it really is. But Belichick's coached in 11 or 12 Super Bowls. He's won 6. I mean, he's won 8 because he won 2 of the Giants. Man, this dude, I ain't betting. I mean, it's hard to go against him. You got to think over all this time. This wasn't something he just woke up one day and said, we're getting rid of Brady, we're gonna let him go. I mean, this has been in the works for over a year, I would think. Right. But that division is gonna be very tough. It's anybody's division. I do think the Patriots, the Bills will be in that conversation to win it. But at the end of the day, if I had to make a prediction, I like the Bills just because they play such good defense. And I think McDermott's a very good coach.
And they're bringing back, I think all of their starters are coming back from last year, which is kind of hard to say in a free agent,
right,
late in the era. So you look at that and say, okay, well, shit, the Bills got to be the hands-down favorite with Brady dropping out of the AFC East picture. You made an interesting point, though, about the Sith. We call him the Sith Lord in Belichick, right? Because there's something he's doing there from a Star Wars aspect. He kind of sees what everybody else don't see. When you look at New England, you say to yourself, okay, they have 14 picks. You guys keep talking about that. They don't really have a proven quarterback, and their defense, we feel, is going to carry him, right? You honestly think that he has that foresight, and he just, he's that guy to say, hey, if Belichick says I don't need to draft a quarterback this year, I ain't going to count him out because of what he's done, and you just think that he's really in touch with what he has in his locker room.
He knows something. I mean, he sees something. I mean, I know, obviously, we can all sit there and say, well, we knew Brady was going to be great and all that. But I remember back when I played in New England, I played with Bledsoe. He was my quarterback for 9 years. We came in the same draft class. And when he decided that Brady was going to be his guy, he traded Drew right into the division to Buffalo. You don't do that. You don't
at all.
You don't trade a quarterback in the prime of his career in the division. You got to play against him twice a year. Right. He felt that confident that Brady was his guy, and that Bledsoe wasn't, and that he could beat Bledsoe. And I think Bledsoe beat him one time, and that was the first time they played him. We went back up to Buffalo, and of course Brady knew all the offensive signals and knew all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, man, everybody thought that was a pretty bold move, and he's done a lot of bold moves over the years. I mean, a ton with personnel. And that's the one I really can go back to say, man, you get rid of Bledsoe in the prime of his career, because I think that time he'd only been like in his 8th or 9th year in the league, and you trade him in the division to play him twice. You feel that confident the guy that you got that's gonna beat you. And that time Brady wasn't proven. I mean, he was a decent player, but he saw something, he knew something, and I don't think this is any different. I think this scenario is the same. I don't know anything about Stedham, but we didn't know anything about Brady. I'm not saying he's gonna be the next Brady. I think Brady is a once-in-a-lifetime type of person. I mean, we won't be alive to see the next Brady probably, but this guy knows something. He knows something.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, like what Chris just mirrored to us sound very similar to what it was that I talked to, like when I interviewed David Patton, and I asked him what the thoughts were like when the moment when Drew Bledsoe got hurt and Tom Brady came in. He was like, yo, like I was on the third string with him, and we were doing reps on the practice squad against the number one defense in the league, and we was giving them fits. And he was like, man, like he had already advanced to the starting position, was out there with Bledsoe. And then when he got hurt, he saw Brady trot in the game, and he's like, yo, like, man, it's go time. It's like it wasn't quite as like, oh my God, where the hell did this guy come from is what everybody thinks. Like, man, it seems like folks knew this dude was that good.
Well, inside the camp,
he was going to be the GOAT, but they knew that he was like, hey, like he can do this.
Just to get to work.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
I
I'm saying I was with him for a year. I didn't see. I mean, because he's a rookie. It was like Michael Bishop, Drew Bledsoe, and John Freeze. That was our four quarterbacks. Brady was fourth on the depth chart at the time. Matter of fact, I mean, Brady was working football camps to me, and I was paying him $500 a camp. I mean, so that's real talk.
Hey,
so I mean, that's so he was just like he was a do boy. Go get water, pick up my equipment, go do this, go that. And I mean, obviously, so that's just the way, nobody knew, but Belichick, he saw something. Yeah.
Man, listen, y'all heard it here first from Petty Sports. My man Chris Slade just said TB12 was a do boy. Come on. Working camp for $500 a day. Come on, baby. Let's go. We bring you the content. We bring it to you.
That was 21 years ago. Now I'm asking him, let me hold something.
Hey, no, don't worry. Chris, you didn't have to clean it up at all. You didn't have to clean it up at all. We know he's a do boy.
Yeah.
He's a do boy.
That's real talk, though. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. It's good to see, like, you have a perspective of Brady. Like you said, he was just a rookie that, and nobody really necessarily saw it. Fee say Patton was like, hey, man, I work with this guy and see how that maturity and that matriculates to where he is now. The thing of it is, those inside of the camp may have known that. But, to everybody else, he was just, oh, shit, Bledsoe. And at that time, Bledsoe was that guy. He was the guy that, everybody thought coming out of college would, had it. And he did for extent, did he show that he had a lot of promise in it. So when Brady comes in, nobody looked at it like, shit, man, shit, we can't wait till Drew get back. And this guy just takes off, and the rest is history.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Just never know. And I hate him as a competitor, but you gotta, as a fan of the sport, you gotta really admire what this guy's done.
No doubt.
You know?
Oh, really?
I'll just say this as a sidebar about Brady, and to do, and this is the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand and keep in perspective. To go to 20 training camps, 20 off seasons, 20 mini camps, 20 OTAs, like 20. I mean, to do that year in and year out, I don't think people really understand. They see it, well, you play 20 years, that's great. But to go through that grind for 20 straight years, all those training camps, the mini camps, the OTAs, the media obligations, mentally, other than Jordan, I haven't seen a guy in my lifetime that was mentally strong enough and had the mentally stamina to go through the things that he's gone through. And every single week, you line up under center, and the whole entire week, the defense is basically game planning to how we're going to stop you, how we're going to get to you and make your life miserable. And to line up week in and week out, 16 weeks in a row in that league, to perform the level he's performed at, the physical part of it is great, but the mental aspect that he has and his mental stamina and toughness, other than Jordan, I haven't seen anybody that tough. I mean, because when you game planning, like in the NFL, you don't game plan against one guy a lot. I mean, because there's so many guys that are good. Like, you got him, you got to block this guy, you got to tackle that guy. But to know you got 11 grown men in the NFL, this is we're trying to stop you week in and week out, and you got to figure out a way to beat the pressures, beat the blitzes, the side adjust, line everybody up, beat the pressure. That's, to me, that's on a whole nother level that people don't really realize how hard that is to do it for 20 and to do it under Belichick for 2 decades.
Right,
dude. His mental is like on another level.
That's why he has his special coming up next year. You know what I'm saying? Like no Jordan. You know what I mean? He up next. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You mentioned that thing about Belichick. We talked a little bit on the show a few months ago during the draft and during free agency that's not an easy place to go play.
Right.
Like, Bill would, you have the indoor facility, but he'll take the guys in December and take them outside in practice because we got to prepare for the weather.
Yep.
And people can't understand that. Like, you $1 million guy, you trying to take it easy, and this guy's constantly pushing you to try to get the most out of you. Like, that has to be a crazy ass environment.
But the one that it is, and not only we take us outside, but you also have sound machines, and he would do everything he could do to simulate game-like situation. The one thing I think about Belichick and Brady, I don't think they're exchanging Christmas cards or their best buds or anything, but they understood that they needed one another in order to be successful. And I think, and Belichick and Brady understood that he's the coach and I'm the player. And I think no matter even though how good Brady was, he understood. And they asked him, why does this relationship work? He said, because I understand I'm the player and he's the coach. But they needed each other equally as bad in order to win. They both had that one common bond where they're obsessed with winning, and that's it. I mean, they're obsessed with winning, and because they're not doing it for the money, neither one of them. They've gotten all the fame and success they're going to possibly have. They're just obsessed with winning, and the competition of it, the game planning, the preparation. That's what gets them all. That's how they function.
Do you think they actually figured that out in 2002? Like the honeymoon Cinderella season with 2001, Brady walked in, they went to the Super Bowl, beat the greatest show on turf. Then they came back the next year, didn't make the playoffs, and it was like, what the hell? But then came right back and won 2 Super Bowls after that. So, I mean, there's really been no explanation for the fact that how you went from 5-11 to Super Bowl to no playoffs to 2 in a row to AFC Championship. Is the 2002 season really the time that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick actually learned each other and was like, okay, look, I understand what you bring to the table and I get what you give to me, and they really actually came to an agreement like, all right, this is how we're gonna do this. Like, you can chew me out, I'm not gonna act the ass, and we're gonna move forward, and this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think so. I think they both, obviously it's something that Belichick saw in Brady. And he just said, listen, you're my guy, and I'm gonna ride with you. And they, like I said, they both had that common bond of they just want to win almost at any cost. and they're obsessed with winning and competing. I mean,
You
they're
said it right. At
Yeah.
any cost, they video shit. They flatten balls. Oh no, at any cost. You can say it, Chris. They're not gonna kick you out of Patriot Nation.
Yeah, man, that punk crowd noise.
You good, bro?
Oh
You good.
man, I don't know about that, man. I do know that they want to win. But I mean, it happened. A lot of the teams are cutting up in the league. I mean, it's a lot of things happen, But when you're winning like that, they're gonna put a little more microscope on you. The Cleveland Browns are doing that, so nobody's talking.
I truly agree with that. I truly agree with that. So, good deal. You want to? It might be. We got to pay some bills around here.
Always got to pay
Bobby
bills.
Beasley.
Got to always pay bills, baby. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna give me 5 minutes so I can take a break.
Yeah.
You got to go
Yes,
refill
sir.
your drink again. Is that time?
Were you at Virginia with my guy Simeon Willis?
That's my dude.
Yeah,
Yes,
hey,
Sim
man.
is my guy. You go to
Yeah.
high school with Sim?
We went to high school with one of my good friends, man. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Marvin Arrington and
Yeah.
Rojanine and
I know Rojanine. Yeah.
Kai,
yeah.
of course, Kai. Yeah,
And I can't think of the young kid that came about.
Bobby Neely.
Bobby Neely, yeah, Robert Neely.
Yeah. We all,
Yeah.
they all. It was a flux of like Atlanta kids who came in like 90, 91.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I just saw Sim about a month or two ago. My son playing the same basketball. Well, it was probably obviously before Corona, so it's probably sometime in like February.
Okay, yeah, good deal. Yeah.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's my guy.
Good stuff. I'll make sure I tell him we on here together.
Yeah, we play ball with Simeon. Play ball with him.
Baseball or football?
Football.
Okay, yeah, and he was a heck of a he played baseball at Virginia as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and of course Marvin holding it down, and all those good bunch of Atlanta folks came up to UVA back in that time.
That is.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to the Petty Sports Wednesday Night Edition brought to you by Kings Broadcasting Studio. We thank you so much for tuning in. We have special guest Chris Slade, former linebacker for the New England Patriots, joining us tonight. Famous fees, of course. You got Banks, Mike Bell, baby, and Petty Man behind the ones and twos, making it all happen. Hey, you can go check us out. We all over the place. YouTube, Periscope, Book of Face, Twitter, and Twitch. Go to www.kingsbroadcasting.com. You can check us out at the Post 880 radio link on the internet radio right there. So, hey, call a friend, neighbor, coworker, text a friend, neighbor, coworker, let them know we in the building, it's going down. We talking sports, you know what I'm saying? Like always, if you like to call in, you can hit us up on the Petty Sports line at 678-871.
9602.
You heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen. 678-871-9602. Get at us. You can get at us in the chat room. Let us know how you feeling about some of the topics and what's really going on. How you feel about the show. You know what I'm saying? Call in, talk to Chris if you got some questions about anything he's commented on up to now. Hey, check us out on the other shows as well. We got several different shows on the platform. Friday nights we have a hip hop show. 808 on the beat with D Bizzle and Q Smooth. On Friday nights at 8 o'clock. No Name the Podcast on Sundays. Of course, Wednesday nights we're here doing the Petty Sports. Tomorrow night, stay tuned for that show. We have Watch for the Hook coming to you at 8 o'clock with Super Rio and Petty Man. It's going down. You don't want to miss that. Watch for the Hook, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So check that out as well. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have an excuse. Share this show. Help it go viral. Help it go digital. You know what I'm saying? We all over the place. We just trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. And we thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. ATL, ho. Back to the regular scheduled program.
Where that
Yes,
shit
sir.
come from?
Hey, I don't know where that part came from, but yo, we gonna keep this thing really straight moving, just straight NFL. That's what we do. We're gonna move it to America's team. I know for all of y'all that have been watching football, y'all know that America's team is the team that's on my hat.
I know we about
and
to
the team
talk.
that's in my background.
Feed,
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What you say, Chris?
We
No,
got
I'm saying we about to talk about your boy about Dallas
Yes, sir.
Cowboys. All right, cool. I gotta roll after this one. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah.
All right, cool. All right, good. All right, no, just want to make sure we good. Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
Oh yeah, man. They say your boy Dak Prescott, he's still not signed his franchise tender, and He turned down reportedly a $175 million 5-year contract with $110 million guaranteed. Like, should Dallas just go ahead and just move on and just start with Andy Dalton? Like, should they break the bank and pay him? Does Dallas even have the money to pay what he wants? Like, I heard he wants like $45 million.
Well, he wants the 5-year
A
deal.
year.
That's the sticking point. The 5th
Go
year
ahead.
is what he's looking for right there. You
He
know what I'm
gave
saying?
five.
And,
He getting bad advice.
both sides, both parties, Dallas and Dak, they're both denying that the $175 million deal was on the table. The reports I've read, you know what I'm saying? They're claiming that there's no truth to that number that has been turned down by Dak. So, I mean, I think they should pay the man. I never fought a player for trying to get his money. I think his method or the people
Why
he's
should they
listening
pay
to.
him?
Hey man, he's going for what he feel like the market value is for him. That's what he believes.
No, that's not what you said. You said, I think they should pay the man. Why?
Well, what I think they should pay him because Dak is the future, and they had planned on him being the future.
Why?
Yeah, nothing to do
Because
with him being black.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off this shit right now. Mike Bell be the first one to say Matt Ryan is overpaid, but you think they should pay Dak?
Hey man,
Get out of here,
why
man.
not? They doing the same thing.
Why the fuck they not?
No,
They don't have a fucking
Fuck
Super
they
Bowl
not.
ring. They don't have a Super Bowl ring.
I don't know.
They
I mean,
got
I don't.
one playoff win.
I don't think they should reset the quarterback salary off of Dak Prescott, bro. I mean,
Thank you.
He's
a good
hedging his
player.
bet. It has
He's
nothing
a
to
good
do.
player, man, but he ain't done nothing to reset the
Petty man,
quarterback.
I just can't let Banks call me out
You
like
done
this. Is
made
not a
Gary
black and
Jackson
white
don't-
issue.
don't pay- don't pay the man
lets
just
you know
because
how
it's-
much shit you
It's
own.
not a black and white issue. So I'm not
Bullshit.
letting. But no, it's not. Has nothing to do with color.
Got
You
to
brought
be.
that up. No, that's what
Dak
you said.
Prescott ain't done shit.
Hey man, you said the same thing about Carson Wentz, and I said he ain't done shit, and you said he deserved his money. Yeah, you did. You said the same shit about Carson Wentz, and what has
What I
happened to that
said
guy
was,
since then?
Carson Wentz's team won the Super Bowl, and
Man.
before he went out, he was on the MVP goddamn clip.
He shouldn't have got the money. That's all I was saying.
Again, Chris, what you got? for you
If
to
he
get out of here?
if he got it,
I
Dak
just think
should
that,
get it.
I don't know what kind. This is just my own opinion here. Now he's getting some bad advice to turn that kind of money down. Now I get the whole market value. I play in the league. I understand that you're supposed to get your value, but at the end of the day, man, how much money do you need? Like, what do you like? You're going to walk away from what $175 million, and then they count when he probably gets off the field with endorsements. And he lives in Dallas. He can show up to open up a toilet seat and get $10,000. So I mean, he's a guy that's starting quarterback at America's team, and he hadn't really won a lot. I mean, he's won in regular season, he hadn't won in the postseason. So
I think what he's doing, he's trying to hedge his bets. He's trying to, and that's the bad advice he's getting. He's trying to play for that 5th-year deal. He's trying to set the market before the market is set with Mahomes and my other quarterback guy. He's trying to beat them to the punch. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. He's trying to beat them to the punch instead of just selling
Two
for
quarterbacks who've been MVP of the NFL.
Holmes already won the Super Bowl. He gonna get paid regardless.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I get that part of it, but like I was saying, even back with Carson Wentz, he hadn't won a fucking playoff game. They paid him the same way. They paid him. He played 6-7 games that year, and he got a boatload fucking full of money.
They won Super Bowl.
No, he
they went with
played
him.
13 games that year. Let's not shortchange what he did.
Okay, well,
He played 13 games. He was the front runner for the MVP, and he got hurt, and he didn't get it because he got hurt.
and ain't done shit since.
If you want to stay in Dallas,
But you just said he played 6-7 games.
All right, well, I was a little wrong with my math right there. You know what I'm saying? I was a little off of my math. But
How
I know,
many
What
games?
was you watching?
How many games did he play when Foles took over? He hadn't played no 13 games.
He played 13 games that year. He was 6-7.
The year they went to the Super Bowl, he played 13 games.
He was 6-7 as a starter. Nick Foles came in, took him to the promised land.
all I know is I don't know. It's gonna be hard to walk away from $175 million.
I agree.
And 110 of it guaranteed. 110 guaranteed,
When you made $2 million last year,
and you ain't won. You hadn't won any. I mean, he hadn't won any big game. He hadn't won the Super Bowl. I don't know, man.
I don't think he's the quarterback to reset the quarterback salary. He's not. I mean,
I don't think so
I don't
either.
think he deserved to get paid. He should be turned down that money. He
should
not.
not.
Reset.
No, he should not.
He should not reset
Yeah.
the market for that.
Mark, you just said he should get his money.
I
didn't say that.
no. He said me. I said he should get his money, but both sides are denying that that this $175 million wasn't on the table. That's what I said as well. So we don't know
You
what
also-
the
you
we
be
don't.
like, pay the man.
Well, yeah,
You said
pay him.
pay the man.
Pay him. Shit, fucking pay. Everybody else get paid. Shit.
Then what? They offered
Shit,
35
fucking everybody
million.
else get
He was
paid.
40.
Motherfucker was gonna
Nobody
get.
makes 40.
Everybody else get paid.
Wilson doesn't make
$72 million
Tom
guaranteed
Brady doesn't make
over the
40.
next 2 years.
Pat Mahomes doesn't
I-
make 40.
you- look here,
Lamar
I'm not-
Jackson doesn't make 40.
I'm not
Ain't
saying-
not a single motherfucker in the league that makes 40.
I agree.
Why would you pay Dak Prescott 40?
Listen to what I'm saying, famous fees. I'm not saying that he should be.
Nothing you gotta say.
Well, you're not hearing me, but you
Well,
ranting
don't
on
say
something
that.
that I'm not really saying. What I'm saying
fellas,
is he should get paid, but I'm not saying he should necessarily get the 40. Now that's
I got
why I
one.
fought him at.
I got one thing to say before I go. How about them Cowboys?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hey, fellas, thanks for having me on,
Hey,
man.
appreciate it,
I gotta roll.
Chris.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Chris.
man.
How about
Anytime,
that?
bro.
Chris
Anytime.
Thanks for coming in, bro.
Anytime, fellas. Thank y'all very much.
Okay,
All right,
take it
fellas.
easy,
All right,
man.
Yep.
Peace
Hey,
out.
appreciate you coming out.
Oh man, this guy here said, "Goddamn."
I said he should
Pay
get
the
fucking
man.
paid. I didn't say what amount he should get paid. I said if that's what he.
more than 35. But hold on, Mike Bell.
What
Mike
I
Bell.
said, if he wants to go
I need to rewind. No, I don't want you to rehash anything that you said because you keep repeating the same nonsense. How much money do you think Dak Prescott should make?
That's to me.
Think he's worth more than 35.
That's not for me to say. That's not for
Okay,
me to
then
say.
sit down.
If he feels
No,
like
he said he wants more than 35. He said he wants 40. And
Okay.
it's 45 in his last year. That's what we're saying.
I'm saying
We're
get
he's
what
not
he
worth more than every
get
other
what
single
he feel
quarterback
like
in
he
the
should
entire NFL.
he should get and hold out
Don't
what
give me
he
no shoulda, coulda,
Hey
woulda,
man, you not
sympathy.
even letting me talk. What I'm saying is if he feel like he can get that kind of money, go for it. If he don't, settle for what you can fucking get. Period.
He's
That's
not
what I'm
worth
saying.
Russell Wilson.
But that's not
I'm
what
not
you
saying
said,
that.
though.
No, I
That's
said he
not
should
what
get
you said.
get his
said-
fucking
Hey,
money.
Russell
However
Wilson.
much it is, he can get his fucking money. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Get paid, dude.
And when somebody go get this dude a popsicle and tell him to go sit in the
I
sun
don't
and
know,
let
I mean-
him melt, he tripping.
Are
No,
you
I
saying,
ain't, man.
are you saying getting paid based on just getting paid just to get paid? Are you just saying that, or you basing it off of
Man,
what
I'm,
he's worth? What
I'm
you think
looking
he's
at the Scrubs quarterbacks that got paid, and I'm
Well,
pointing
that
one
ain't what
out
they
in
base it off.
particular.
That's not what they base it off.
Well,
They don't
well-
base it off that. They base it off of your contribution to the league and your team. Now, if you don't live up to them expectations, you can't reset the quarterback the position.
And I
mean, you
said
can't-
that's why I fought him. I said I fought him for trying to play for that fifth year to reset the salary for quarterbacks. I don't agree with him on that.
Quarterbacks you're measuring him to.
Man, I'm just saying get what you can. That's basically what I'm
That's
saying.
not
If
what
he,
you said, though.
I
Because, I
did
mean,
say that. I said get your
Nick
fucking
Foles-
money.
Okay,
Get your
all right,
fucking
so
money.
Got a trophy.
Get your fucking money.
No, what
Ryan
you said
Tannehill
was
went to
they
the
should pay
AFC
the man.
Championship game, knocked off the Ravens and the Patriots.
I don't know what they should pay him, but pay him. Pay
I
him.
mean, but who are you comparing him to?
Hey man.
You want to compare him to
They-
Kirk Cousins? Oh, took his team to the playoffs, went to the divisional round, knocked off the Saints. I mean, you need results. You go 8-8, don't go to the playoffs.
all
You
out,
put up numbers. Nobody cares about your numbers.
all out,
If you're a quarterback, we don't care about your numbers. If you're a quarterback, you got to win.
all I'm saying is pay that man just because I don't like Dallas. And I want him to make stupid moves.
They,
Pay the man.
what I'm saying, they
I don't like
on
Dallas,
that.
so yeah, you pay that
I'm with you
motherfucker,
on that.
goddamn.
they paid worse. How about that?
Pay that man. I want y'all to goddamn break the bank.
Come on, Bill. You want some dumb? Hey, man, you want some weird shit to my pay the man? Pay fuck. Listen,
For what?
they are paying him. That franchise tag is gonna give him $31 million.
Okay, he feel like he
That's
worth
fucking-
more.
that's-
Okay.
That's fucking paying him.
Okay.
Next year he gonna make at least 31 to 32 million. That's fucking paying him. Man made $2 million this year.
Hey, bro, that's just your opinion, good sir.
Ain't
And
no
I
opinion.
respect your opinion about how you feel the man should be paid or not paid. You know what I'm saying? And I have my opinion on pay the man. I don't know. I don't have a fucking number. I don't have a number. If he
What I
feel
would
like
love-
he's worth a certain amount, go for it, dude. I'm
That's not what you said though.
damn,
So
man.
listen.
tell me this, Mike Bell. Since you just are so like, no, I think we should just pay the man, and you don't really care about results. Did you watch? Did you watch the
Hey,
NFL
man.
last season? Did
Hey, man.
you still happen to watch last year? You watched, right? You did watch. You saw the whole season. Did you so happen to see this guy they call Josh Allen? He went 10-6, went to the playoffs, and he got beat by a very formidable Deshaun Watson. He was a quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. They made the playoffs. Josh Allen ain't asking for $45 million a year. He didn't get offered $35 million a year. What has Dak done that Josh Allen ain't do? Please tell me.
The reason I said I won't get involved into the numbers because I don't know what was said to Dak. He played the role. He played the company guy. He didn't get in trouble. He did what they asked him to do as a quarterback.
$35 million a year.
I don't know what Jerry Jones promised that man. Jerry might have told him something different, and he holding Jerry to his guns, and Jerry backed out the deal. I don't know what has happened, but Dak feels the way he feels for a reason. Period.
What you said was pay the man.
Damn right, pay him.
You didn't say
pay him.
Dak should get.
I didn't say how much he should goddamn. I didn't say a number. I said pay the man.
Come on, Bell.
I don't know what they're going to settle on.
You dancing.
I don't know what they're going to settle on. I'll never change that.
You dancing.
That's what you hear, but that's not what I said, sir.
I hear very well.
Nah, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I trust and believe.
Nah, you don't.
Sir. And my ear and hearing is very, very, very well. Pay the man is what you said. Not, I feel like Dak should get whatever he feels he is worth. That's a totally different thing.
No, it's not.
Very.
No, it's not. I see it totally different.
I told you this is the Mike.
Pay the man.
Word. It's like
pay the man.
World.
If they pay him $20 million, pay him. If they pay him $45, pay him. I don't give a shit. Pay the man.
Y'all remember the Super Friends? How Superman had this arch enemy named Bizarro, where everything in Bizarro world was different from what it was right here. Well, in Bell's world, the shit is completely different than what it is in reality. That's what the fuck it is.
Ain't nothing real yet because it's all this is guessing games right now.
All right. Well, anyway, with that being said, and I'll say this again, you made $2 million last year. You made, I think, a reported $10 million in endorsements. You did well for yourself. Regardless, at the end of the day, Dak Prescott will make a hell of a lot more next year than he made this year. If you're holding out for that 5-year contract and this reported 175 guaranteed 110 is a hoax and not the true deal, then guess what, Dak? You better start taking the advice from somebody that really understands fucking finances. That you can make 15 times what you made last year, this year, and guaranteed for next year as well. Go play fucking football and figure it out on the back end. If you do what you're supposed to do, you put the numbers up, you'll be absolutely fine.
I mean, Dak Prescott is in a very uniquely peculiar situation. If he doesn't take the contract, then Dallas actually has an insurance policy and Andy Dalton that it's not bad. Like, they can really just be like, all right, you're going to do what you do? We'll just give it to him because you got a new coach in Mike McCarthy. You got another top flight wide receiver option in CeeDee Lamb. And now you done brought in Andy Dalton, who actually is a very good pocket passer. You still have Ezekiel Elliott running behind him. So now, when you add weapons on the outside with I would say Zeke is the best running back in the league. Some people may argue it, but that's who I would take at number one as the best back in the NFL. Now you can't stack the box on him, and you let Andy do his thing with a rejuvenated Andy Reid, Mike McCarthy walking in, CeeDee Lamb coming in there to ease the pressure off of what the line has to go through to block for Zeke. It's a bad look for Dak. Dak is going to look bad regardless. He wants to hold out. The team is going to be better regardless, just because they've made improvements that are outside of Dak. Dak needs to go ahead and he needs to sign his contract because the team, he got a new coach. You got a whole new coach. They're like, hey, like, this dude is a way better play caller, a better game manager. He's better at what he does than the guy that we had in here, and we're not concerned about you like that. If he sits out, they will still be better. They'll, at the very worst, be 9-7, 10-6 next season without Dak, and that'll be better than what they were with Dak, and no one will complain about them not re-signing him.
So how much does the franchise tag count against the salary cap, if any?
I don't know. Does that count against the salary cap?
I don't think so, and that's a leverage piece for the Cowboys, right? So I'm not losing any money because you decide you don't want to sign it. And again, we got this insurance policy. May not be as good as you, but we got Andy Dalton that can definitely, work this Mike McCarthy's new offense with some additional weapons. Still one of the best running backs in the league. I said it before. Dak doesn't have a whole lot of bargaining chips in this thing. We're going to offer you your franchise tag with 15 times more than what the fuck you made last year.
If Andy Dalton plays in Dallas, then Dak is done.
I believe that. I believe if he let Andy Dalton take a fucking snap, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
So how do you believe that? How do you believe that if he allowed Andy Dalton to take a snap, it's a wrap, but then you say pay the fucking man?
I still believe he should get his fucking money. Okay.
For what?
Hey, man.
Why?
Man, that's ass backwards, Bill.
No, it's not, man.
See, like I just said, hey,
You never
he doesn't have
why.
He doesn't have any bargaining chips, so I think that his back's against the wall. They offered him 15 times what he made. That's my stance on that. You just say pay the fucking man.
Oh, if they're not gonna pay him, then he's not gonna play. That means he's gonna sit out. Okay, the way it's playing out to be so far.
So why should they pay him then? Does he make them better? Like Petty Man said, pay him his enormous goddamn fee, fuck up your salary cap, so I ain't got to hear about the Cowboys for the next 5 fucking years. I like that shit.
Okay.
Where's your stance on this shit?
Okay. I want to see the man get paid what he think he worth, just period.
Because he black.
Ain't got nothing to do with nobody being black. That's what you said. You said that several times. I have not mentioned color.
Black power.
I fuck
Black
with
power.
you on that, because that's where you at.
Black power.
He ain't shit for a quarterback. He's talking that shit.
Hey,
He better than Andy Dalton, goddamn.
When Dak Prescott go pick up that check, go sign that check, he get one of them damn picks with that fucking fist on it.
Hey, like this, G.
He ain't got no hair.
G. Got one of them on him.
He ain't got no hair. Just got to tote that bitch around.
What you talking about? But you say Matt Ryan overpaid. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
He is overpaid,
when the Red Rifle walk into the studio,
Yes, he is,
to the
sir.
audience,
He is
he's like,
fucking
hey,
overpaid.
I've
We
already
stuck with his
gotten my
ass.
money, and if you
We
gonna give me
stuck
this
with his
opportunity,
ass.
I'll take whatever you offer
And we
me.
got nothing
If
for
they
it.
give Andy Dalton an extension, he's gonna take it, and he's gonna take it for a fraction of what they offered
Dude,
Dak.
That's how business work, man.
Dude,
That's just
Tom Brady ain't never
What if
made
Dak
that much
need to
money.
sit down. Like that,
Tom
Dak
Brady-
does not need to let Andy Dalton play.
Tom Brady ain't never made that much money. He never got a
The
contract like
fuck is
that.
talking about a motherfucker who is 1-3, 1-2 in playoffs, talking about goddamn he need to make $40 million a year. Kiss my fucking ass.
Please, Jerry
You got
Jones,
the
do
best
it.
offensive line.
Do it. Pay
You
that
got
man.
Damn good defense.
But
You
wait,
got
wait,
the best
when-
running back in the fucking league. And not the fuck are you talking about? You need to make $40 million.
Pay that man.
it'll come
Pay
out.
that,
It'll
Jerry
come out.
Jones.
It'll come out in the 30 for 30.
Jerry Jones, pay that man. Hey, you know, fuck
I
that.
would love
Okay,
it.
but
I
fuck
would
that.
Pay him and fuck your salary cap up, so I ain't got to hear about you hoes no more.
Hold up, y'all.
So go ahead.
I heard one of y'all say that Tom Brady ain't never got paid.
No, I'm saying
no.
he
Hey,
ain't
that
never
much.
signed. He ain't never signed a contract like that, initial contract like that. That much money. Look how much.
Coming out of Tom Brady shit didn't set the quarterback market coming out of his rookie
He
contract.
ain't never set
No,
the.
but he got his money. I'm
I'm saying he got his money. I'm just saying how Dak is asking for it right now. He hasn't got it like that.
but I get. I'm a Patriot fan, and I get sick of hearing people say that. They'd be like, Tom Brady took the hometown discount.
No, that's not what he
He,
said.
No, that's not what I'm
he
saying,
said.
bro. That's not
That's
what
not
I'm
what
saying.
he's saying, Fee.
Don't cut me off, DBs. Just let me go. I heard what he said. I ain't asked you to comment over the top of me.
The fuck, dude.
Tom Brady wasn't taking on hometown discounts. This dude has small baseline contracts and outlandish signing bonuses. Now, in 2016, he had I think it was a $750,000 contract and a $28,000 signing bonus. And ironically, he beat y'all monkey asses when you was up 28-3. But that's not the point. All I'm saying is a $28,000 signing bonus doesn't show up on the it doesn't show up on the salary cap. It looks like he only made $750,000 for the year. If you look up the highest paid players, not quarterbacks, highest paid players in NFL history. You got Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, then there's Drew Brees, Tom Brady.
Listen,
those are the 4 highest paid players in NFL history, and then your boy Aaron Rodgers right behind him at 5.
listen, little goddamn Patriot booty hole ass boy. He never said he didn't get paid.
I didn't
but
never
he
say
simply
that, man.
said was.
That's not what I said. Yeah.
He wasn't taking discounts. He's getting the money aside.
He never said he took a discount. He never said that. He never said that.
That's not what I said.
Yo, like Tom Brady, like no, he was getting his money.
I went bashing for the once. I wasn't bashing Tom Brady. I just said
I didn't say you were bashing him. I said to use him as a reference to be like he took less.
No,
he didn't take less.
no, that's not what I said.
He never said that.
That's not what I said.
What the fuck?
I said that Dak is asked for all that money. I said even Tom Brady has never signed a contract that lucrative in his entire career, and look at all he's accomplished. That's what I said. I said nothing about no discount. I ain't say nothing about no
contracts. He got his money.
Damn you!
What the fuck?
Well, I mean,
Hands in the water.
I mean,
you good? You all right, bro?
him and Banks here and shit, man. Both of them.
No, I ain't heard shit. Boy, don't look at
Hey, man.
Do not add me in that shit.
Hey,
Because
man.
I heard you say pay the man.
And I stick to that. I said pay him.
So
Pay him. I didn't say an amount. I didn't say nothing about an amount to pay him. I said pay the man.
What the
Get the deal
Hey, man,
done.
we run up on time, man. We run up on
Get the
time, man.
fucking
We
deal
ain't
done.
got
Yeah,
halfway
let's move
through our
on to
time,
Russell, man.
God damn, bro.
Fees,
Fees, go ahead, Fees. Go ahead, move on, Fees. What we got, Fees?
Fees.
You
If
ready to
Fees
move?
said we ain't goddamn moving forward, we ain't
Let's
moving
go,
forward.
Fees. Let's go,
Mike
Fees.
Bell, you Black Panther ass motherfucker.
Fight the power, motherfucker. How about that?
Let's go, Fees.
Fight the power.
Anyway,
I'm taking a knee for his ass.
y'all say it to him, man. Ain't nobody ask you. Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson has voiced his interest in acquiring controversial wide receiver Antonio Brown.
Get him.
Do y'all feel like Pete Carroll should really take that chance?
Yes, sir.
Why?
He's worth it. He's fucking worth it.
Just he's worth it?
He's probably the number 1 receiver behind Julio in the fucking.
We know his history. Come on, you gotta give me one that he's worth it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't you sign Antonio? I understand with his off the field antics and so forth and stuff like that, but they need a guy like AB to probably put them over the top. You know what I'm saying? To come out of the NFC, perhaps.
Well,
That'd be a good move for Russell.
So, if you know anything about fucking, if you can say one thing, I would say that Seattle is probably the fucking New England Patriots of the fucking NFC, right? Even though Pete Carroll is more lackadaisical, more of a player's coach, but they're still that humble, that good, clean, wholesome team. Nobody's really rocking the fucking boat. They go through what they do and yada yada yada, and they've been fairly successful. You drop in Antonio Brown into that shit, it's like oil and water. Shit just got to dissipate, right? When you fuck up a locker room. Now Russell is saying yes, he's a hell of a ball player, and everybody understands that he's a damn good, talented wide receiver. You went out last year, you did the Josh Gordon experiment. It didn't fucking work. Now you bring in this motherfucker. It ain't gonna fucking work because he's volatile. And he's not done anything in the offseason to make anybody feel like he's contrite, he's sincere about continuing his NFL career. Until AB cares more about his career than the coaches, the other players in the league, it ain't worth the fucking headache, in my opinion.
I mean, shit, I can't even argue with that. I mean, the dude he's been given a chance time after time. He went to the Raiders.
Toxic.
They felt like it was going to be the thing. Chucky was vouching for him. He went out there and he burned his feet up in the little cryogenic chamber. Then he dipped. He came to
No. Can you go back? He called Mike Mayock a cracker.
No, yeah, he did that too. Yeah, called the owner a cracker. We can't act like that didn't happen. Then he came to New England, act like he was Tom Brady's best friend. We seen pictures of him at his crib like they was besties. played one game, got a touchdown on Miami. Then I don't know what he did. I can't say he whooped his girlfriend's ass, but he's in too much stuff. He's in the news for everything. He got accused of doing that. Then we seen him in Florida after he got cut, and he cussed his baby mama out, cussed out the police. Apparently, he didn't go to jail for that, but it was a terrible look. I mean, at the very least, the NFL Code of Conduct policy is anti-Antonio Brown because Antonio Brown violates every single thing that the Code of Conduct policy says that you cannot do. It's like, are you just not going to abide by any of the rules? Like, no, you didn't break any laws. No one arrested you for anything. You're not a criminal. We're not saying that you're a bad person per se, but you have violated every single rule of the Code of Conduct policy that they have.
Didn't he get arrested with assault on the UPS driver or some shit like that?
When are you going to shut up? He's never going to sit out. He's never going to shut up. I can't understand what it is. Like, what do you want? You want them to pay you to be a sideshow? Maybe the NFL isn't the career you were looking for. You wanted to be a comedian. You think you Dave Chappelle. Who is it exactly that you think you are? You are a top 5 NFL wide receiver, and you're conducting yourself as if you think that you are Chris Rock, the second coming. Shut up.
Well, nothing he does is funny. So I won't agree with you on that point. But I say give him another shot. If he fuck up, then, hey, scrap it and keep it moving.
Listen, man,
keep it fucking moving.
He has to earn that.
And shit, and he won't come back. Then it's not like he'll come back right away. He'll sit out however many games they suspend him for. He may sit out half the damn season. By the time he goes see Goodell and they work that piece out, he may have to sit out 5, 6, 7, 8 games before he even see the field.
But here's the difference, though, right? Through all that, through all this, if it's not some outlandish ass dumb shit that he does, there's nothing positive that ever comes out in the news about Antonio Brown. You know, you got one of the top tier agents in the fucking business, right? In all of sports. And he can't reel you in. You don't even have enough people, PR people, to reel you in on just bullshit. There's something really wrong. I said it a long time ago. This young man needs professional fucking help. He needs to go and seek it because there's something else that he's missing. Outside of being a talented ball player, your life goes beyond your playing years. And if you can't goddamn figure out what it is your need to be in front of the camera and act a fucking ass and do all this dumb shit, come on, man. So now what's going to happen is your money starts to get short. You did your little rap videos, you did all this shit, you prance around in social media, yada, yada, yada. The shit between you and your baby mama had no business being leaked on social media. You and your homeboy put that shit out there. And then a month later, y'all back chilling again. Am I do anything for my kid? Dude, cut the dumb shit out. Simple. Keep your personal shit personal and stop putting out to yourself. It's not like TMZ got a guy in your bushes trying to see the dumb shit you doing. You putting it out there. That's the dumb shit. And now you say that the NFL ought to give you another chance? Get the fuck out of here, dude. I can't show up at my job and goddamn cut the food and cuss everybody out, call the supervisor a cracker, and then think somebody else gonna give me a job. You burn all your reference.
But you had the best numbers in the region last month, Dwight. Like you can't do that?
Nah, listen. You gotta go out there.
Oh, okay.
You gotta go out there and fuck. Listen, you've got.
That doesn't matter how good you were. Oh, my bad.
So when you did the shit with Mike Tomlin with the video shit on social media, and the shit was like, "Hey man, what the fuck are you doing? Like we don't. This a closed meeting for the team." That shit didn't resonate with you. That shit still didn't say, "Man, I'm gonna kill all my social media profiles. Do none of this bullshit." All right, so then you go out to LA with the goddamn the Raiders. You call Mayock a cracker. They finally release you. You release a video with you. Oh, mama, I'm free. That shit still didn't say get off of social media. You get to Boston, you have all this shit going on with New England. Your old cook or your old physical therapist or whatever says you're sexual harasser. You do this whole fucking video release, goddamn audio video. That shit still doesn't say get off of social media. So then you get released there. You go on down to your place in Miami, you get into your baby mama, you put all this shit on social media, all this negative shit, and it still hasn't resonated. Get the fuck off of social media. Stupid. You had your chance.
He has bad people surround him.
Seem like a lot of the good quarterbacks want him though. You know, whether or not you guys feel the way you feel, Tom Brady wanted him. Coach didn't want him. Russell wants him. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how it may turn out moving forward, but clearly he has a relationship with some of the top-notch quarterbacks in the league to where they want to fuck with him.
Mike Bell, could you give us the sponsors? It's about that time. I don't hear nothing else. What you gonna say about that?
Well, I'm just saying it's true. I didn't say nothing false.
Piss, Mike. He got a piss, Mike.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing that wasn't true.
Actually, but
you don't. Well,
no, I can't.
But listen, Mike. At the end of the day,
I ain't been walking out to piss. I step outside to smoke. I can't smoke in the house right now.
Oh, cause your baby girl out. Oh, you gonna run your house? How y'all do me? But listen, Mike. At the end of the day, the Russell Wilson, the Tom Brady's, and all that. Yeah, they want this phenomenal talent, right? Because they understand my stats go up with this guy on the field. Because that's a me mentality. But as a team, this guy's cancerous, dude. And I hope he gets it together, man. He can become contrite and humble in his approach. But at this point, man, he ain't showing nobody that.
You ain't heard nothing bad about him in months. So I mean, at what point
I heard nothing good about him either.
Wow.
Well, okay. Well, I'm saying, at what point does he deserve another chance? What does he have to do in your eyes? He got to go do volunteer hours some damn well.
Games.
This ain't no 10-year-old fucking punishment, man. You punish your 5-year-old kid.
Win more than 8 games.
No, this motherfucker showed his ass. He got mental issues. Go check yourself into the Mayo Clinic. Get yourself some shit, man. Figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. And then let's talk about it. Dude. It's not regular behavior.
Well, I mean, truth be told, we don't know if he's not doing that. He may be doing that. We don't know.
Listen, if he was doing that and he'd been ostracized out of the league, guess what his publicist would be doing? Antonio Brown checked into so-and-so and so-and-so.
You don't have to check in nowhere to see a psychiatrist. You can just see somebody once a week. That don't mean you checking in somewhere.
It will be published because they will have the psychiatrist that he's made great strides. He's done X, Y, and Z. He did this, that, and the third. Because we're building a PR case for this guy that he's a different person. He's a changed citizen. You ain't doing it in the shadows and being like, well, if you call me in for an interview, I'll tell you what I've been doing. No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the last half hour of Petty Sports, brought to you by Kings Broadcasting Studio, and we got the crew at the table, one at the table, and you got zooming in, Banks and Famous Fees, and I'm Mike Bell, baby, Petty Man behind the ones and twos. We had a special guest earlier. We'd like to thank him for tuning in or coming in with us and sharing his time. Chris Slade, former linebacker for the New England Patriots, and hey. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate you guys tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with us, checking in. Hey, get at us in the chat room. Call that Petty Sports line at 678
871
9602.
Yeah, 678.
You weren't going to give him a chance to say it?
I was a little quick on the draw that time. That was my bad. That was my bad.
We know that.
Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, damn. 678-871-9602, ladies and gentlemen. You can call in and chime in on anything we've talked about. We talked about the AFC East preview. We talked about Dak Prescott. We're talking about currently AB and potentially going to Seattle to join Russell. So, hey, and we talked about the golf charity event with Brady, Tiger, Manning, and Phil Mickelson. Yeah, so, hey, you know what I'm saying? We had a full plate once again tonight, you know what I'm saying, for everybody to have something to say about something. You know, I know it's tough out here in this COVID-19 area. We kind of scratching the barrels trying to come up with some topics, you know what I'm saying, and make it interesting. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, and we doing what we do every week. And thank you so much, you know what I'm saying. Keep supporting us, and we really appreciate it. Hey, TL, Hope.
Mike Bell petty as fuck.
Yes, sir. Shit, man. We always keep the content going for you. I mean, every single week, we make sure we got plenty for you to rock with, plenty for you to go with. We got the, like, my man, he needs no introduction, no further ado. We want to talk about Mike Tyson. Iron Mike. I'm talking about the star of Ip Man Part 3. And if you haven't seen any Ip Mans, then you've been depriving yourself. When I say Ip, I mean IP, like IP address. Ip Man. Ip Man 3 stars Mike Tyson. But my man Iron Mike Tyson is reportedly getting a contract to fight either Evander Holyfield or Tito Ortiz. I can't even hide the excitement to ask the question. Are you interested in seeing a 53-year-old Mike Tyson back in action?
I don't want to see him fight Evander. I don't think that would be exciting. Ortiz, I feel like he'll probably polish. You know what I'm saying? He'll knock him off. I wouldn't mind seeing him go up against Fury. Or even damn
Fury?
Yeah, Tyson Fury said he was offered a opportunity to fight Mike Tyson, but nothing that became of it.
Because both their names are Tyson?
Whatever the case may be, he's the current heavyweight champ. Maybe that has something to do with it. But what about Wilder? Wilder said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I would want to see one of those. I would like to see him fight one of those two guys. I don't think if he don't handle his business in the first 3 rounds, it'll probably be a wrap for him. You know what I'm saying? I think age.
Why would we want to watch him fight one of the champions? I'm like, man, you tripping.
Well, I mean, because it's Iron Mike.
Well, do you think Iron Mike deserves to come out of retirement at 52, 53 years old and fight a champion?
Well,
no.
If somebody want to pay him, then they want to put it on pay-per-view. Do you know how much money they would make off of that? People will pay out their ass to see Mike Tyson fight Fury or Wilder.
There's levels to this.
None.
Okay. Shitting me. Shit in this COVID-19, bruh. Please.
Who would pay to see Mike Tyson out of retirement for?
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Okay, you're one person. I think a lot of people would like to see that.
You've been in retirement. Oh, for almost 20 years you've been in retirement, and you're gonna come out and you get Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder? Hey, no, dude. Like at some point you gotta have some fights leading up to that. You don't come out of retirement if it was 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, maybe 5 years out of retirement, maybe. 19 fucking years in retirement. The fuck? Did you see Tyson body when he took his shirt off? He like the granddaddy who works out.
You saying Tyson Fury look any better or worse?
Oh, come on,
Tyson
man.
Fury look like a blubber ball.
Are you serious?
He looks like a blubber.
Years,
you realize this dude like 6'9"?
Hey man, I didn't say Tyson would goddamn knock his block off. I just said it'd be an interesting fight to see. A lot of people would pay to see that. A lot of, in my opinion, I think a lot of people would love to see Mike Tyson fight. I really would.
Probably Evander Holyfield.
No, that shit wouldn't. Nobody would want to see that.
Maybe a lower level heavyweight. Maybe the number 50th ranked heavyweight in the nation, in the country, or whatever.
Come on, Mike Bell. I mean, we watched Lennox Lewis give Mike Tyson everything he couldn't handle because he was too long. Lennox Lewis is 6'4". Do you realize that Deontay Wilder is 6'7", and Tyson Fury is 6'9"? These dudes' arms are so goddamn long. Like Mike Tyson don't want none of that.
That's not
we're not even talking about watching him fight them. We're just saying, would you want to watch Mike Tyson fight
in his
again?
Prime.
Period.
Even in his prime, that ain't a fight he wants to have.
Hey man, I would love to see it. I would love to see that shit. Damn what you guys are saying. I would pay to see that motherfucker.
You would.
I would. And I guarantee you it'll probably be one of the highest grossing motherfucking fights ever.
No, the fuck it wouldn't.
Shitting me.
No.
Shitting me.
They wouldn't even be able to get anybody to get behind them.
Man, please.
They wouldn't even get any promoters to get behind that.
Man, get the fuck out of here. I beg to differ, good sir.
Get the fuck out of Come on,
I beg
man.
to differ, good sir.
Wait. How much would you pay?
You would probably pay money if we said who gonna win the NFL MVP. You'd be like, I got money on Dak Prescott. You gonna pay for that too?
Mike, how much
I'm not
would
a
you pay
Dak
to see
Prescott
that
fan
fight?
like that, bro.
How much would you pay to see that fight?
The going fucking rate. Whatever they charge and shit. I don't know.
So what's the most you would pay to see that fight?
What do you mean, like going somewhere to watch it, or what do you mean?
No, pay-per-view.
Fire
How much
stick.
would you pay to get that fight at your house?
Well, shit, I don't pay for the shit now, so I mean,
Oh my
you know what I'm
God.
saying? I don't pay for TV now.
You'll pay for it.
I don't pay for TV now, sir.
He's gonna pay the going rate of the Fire Stick.
Damn right. And if I have to go somewhere to watch it, I would pay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, how much would you pay to get into a venue to watch the fight?
About $25.
You will pay $25.
I ain't paying that much to watch nobody.
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck out of here.
I would.
Mike,
I
man.
would pay $25 to watch fucking Tyson fight somebody formidable.
But that ain't formidable.
That's to you. I'm into it for the entertainment piece of it. I'm not saying Tyson would win. I'm not saying he would lose. I would just love to see the entertainment piece of it.
I'm telling you, he'd get his ass whooped.
Okay, he might. That could be very well the case, but I would love to be entertained by that.
Well,
Is
y'all
there
don't watch.
anybody listening that could make Mike Bell sign a formal agreement to donate his brain to science when he's gone? Because somebody needs to examine the ignorant shit that's coming out of his
He got
mouth.
CTE.
And then he's like, man, who? I don't understand what it is. What the hell is he talking about?
Oh God.
He's talking about paying $25 to see Tyson fight nobody. He wants Dak
That's
to be
one of my
paid.
greatest
Don't
fighters
know
ever,
why.
man. That's one of the greatest fighters
I don't
ever, in my
understand where it
opinion.
comes from.
I would love
I
to
don't
see that
understand where
guy
it comes
fight,
from.
man. I would love to see him fight.
Somebody needs to
Listen.
examine this.
I wouldn't pay
It's not normal.
$25 to see him fight Evander.
normal.
What the fuck? You just said
I wouldn't say. I said somebody formidable. I wouldn't want to see him fight Evander. To me, that's not. That wouldn't be an exciting fight to me.
But that's the only formidable
Two
shit that's out
50-year-olds fighting. There's nothing exciting about that.
there. So you'll see him
Who
fight
is
a
he gonna fight that's
31-year-old, and he 53. You'll
That
see a
shit would be
31-year-old
very
fight a
entertaining.
53.
For 3 rounds, I would be fucking entertained, and it'll be worth my $25.
I mean, I would pay $25 to see your dumb ass get in the micro ring.
I'm not a fighter,
in the
sir.
ring
I'm a
with Mike.
lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Why would you want to see me get
on,
my
man.
head bashed in by Mike Tyson, man?
Yeah,
What I
because
do to
because
you?
You say so much ignorant stuff. I'm like, hey, like get out there with Mike.
Because I have an
watch Mike
opinion that I
drop
would want to see Mike
Hey,
Tyson
man.
fight. That makes you say the
So-
kind of things you say.
So you would like to see Mike Tyson fight somebody 19 years and 18 years younger than he is, or 19 and 17 years younger than he is, and that's
what
formidable
I'm
to
saying.
you?
It's entertaining, sir.
You said formidable. I'm
Okay,
saying
yeah, I
formidable.
want to see him fight somebody formidable
But that-
like Fury or Tyson. I think that'll be very
So-
entertaining.
So you're trying to
For
say
me.
that formidable means that they're on similar levels.
Man. See,
Don't ask me a
you being
question,
fucking
'cause I don't
technical.
know.
I want to be entertained at the end of the day. I'm
but
not
that's
trying to
not
get in this shit
formidable.
like, whatever, bro. I want to see him fight somebody with a name. I don't want to see nobody like Evander. I don't want to see 2 50-year-olds. I want to see something entertaining.
Oh fuck, man.
I want to see something entertaining. Period.
So basically, you're
Oh,
trying
we
to
got
say,
people chiming in on this.
hey,
What they saying, bro? I guarantee you they fucking with me. They ain't shutting the shit y'all
Are
saying.
they all
Yeah,
fucking
Mike
with
need
you?
to stay out the ring. Like, my goodness. My man Kobe said that's murder. Hey,
And Tyson Fury not
we
even
don't
a
need this to
boxer.
happen.
Tyson Fury not Fury, but Wilder. He's not even a boxer like that. Mike
All the
might
reason
have.
why he'll fuck Mike Tyson up at 53.
Say what?
All the reason he'll fuck Mike Tyson up at 53.
Okay, all right. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it, sir. I didn't go in on your opinion and disrespect you because of what you
Am I
said.
disrespecting you?
I didn't say you did. Well, that was
Okay,
more
well,
aimed at that was more
well,
aimed at famous
it's-
fees.
Oh, so Fees disrespecting you.
I did.
He's coming up with some highly questionable language over there. You know what I'm saying? Want me to get my ass whooped by Tyson and
What you talking about?
donate my brain to science because of some ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
If
just an
you
opinion,
feel
sir.
like
That's an opinion,
that's what you wanna
sir.
see,
Sports is
I
all
would be
opinionated,
entertained by
man.
watching you get your dumb ass in the ring with Mike Tyson.
I didn't say
How
fight
is that
Mike Tyson, sir.
questionable? If I say that I would be entertained
Hey,
by watching Iron Mike Tyson whoop your ass.
Because I'm not a boxer, first of all, sir. I just told you I'm a lover, not a
But
fighter.
I said it would
You just
entertain
said-
me.
you said
You see
Deontay
how
Wilder.
stupid
I'm not
Wow.
interested in fighting Mike
see
Tyson.
how
We were talking
stupid that
about Mike
sounds?
Tyson. Mike Tyson, I
Yeah,
don't
neither
know.
is Tyson
I don't
Fury.
know who offered the deal to Fury and Wilder, but it was reported
Nobody
that
did. The deals with the Holyfield and Tito Ortiz.
Fury made a statement, and Wilder likewise, that said they were offered an opportunity to fight Mike Tyson, but nothing ever came of it. Period. This shit, I didn't just make this shit up out thin air.
I read that today too. He did. Well, he made the statement. I don't know how true the actual action is, but that was said today.
He said, but I don't know how true that is. You see that's that family love. It's I guess we reached the end of the Tyson segment. We're not even gonna go to Reggie Bush. We're gonna go ahead and let Michael Bobby Bell give us one more time with the sponsors so you can regroup yourselves. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about my man number 5 from San Diego, Reggie Bush, and what he had to say about the state of college football and what the players got going on. So take us home.
Ladies and
Bobby
gentlemen, thank you
BZ.
once again for joining the Petty Sports Wednesday night edition, brought to you by Kings Broadcasting Studios. We thank you so much for tuning in. Check out the other shows on the platform. We got 808 on the Beats Friday with D Bizzle and Q Smooth. It's a hip-hop show. If you like hip-hop, tune in to those guys Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. They highlight a lot of talent you don't normally hear about. They give those guys a chance to shine. You know what I'm saying? So check them out. Fridays at 8 o'clock. Sundays, No Name the Podcast. 8 o'clock, we go in. It's Mike Bell, baby. You got Banks. You got Marissa Sales Atlanta. You got Brother Dink and J-Bo on deck. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we got Watch for the Hook. You know what I'm saying? It's been about a month or two since they've been on. So check those guys out tomorrow to be Petty Man and Super Rio. I think you guys will really like that show. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. I think they'll both be in studio. So that's a hot one to check out as well. You know what I mean? So thank you. And, of course, Wednesday night, we here doing what we do with the crew. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Share the show. Start that watch party. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that have already, thank you so much. If you haven't, hey, click the button. Share the link. Help the thing go viral. And this to help this show. Help us help you. Help you help us. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Thank you so much once again. ATL. Ho.
Yes, sir. Just like I told you before we went on the break. Appreciate you, Michael Bobby Beasy, for bringing us in. So now, what I was saying, our guy. When I say our guy, I say my guy. Because for those of y'all who don't know, I'm an avid USC fan. So I rock with my man, Reggie. But Reggie came with some statements that were very questionable, and even me as a Southern California fan can't even defend it just because of where it came from. I agree with what it said, but I can't defend it because it was him that said it. My man, Reggie Bush, on the topic of college athletes being paid, said guidance is the one thing that young athletes coming through the college system miss on so much. I missed on it. They're about to start paying college athletes, and this is something that has never been experienced before and is going to destroy some young people if their foundation is not in the right place. So I don't have a single problem with anything that he said. It absolutely could destroy some young college athletes if their guidance is in the wrong place. If kids that are in their freshman, junior, sophomore year, and they're getting paid and they're making big bucks. I won't say they're making millions because I mean they're probably not going to get paid that much while they're in college. But what he is saying, they're going to get money and they're going to get a lot of money. What they will have is a lot of friends, a lot of family, everybody pulling on their coattails. Everybody wants their money. Everybody is expecting them to come through for them. And they're too young to even understand. They're like, hey, I need to say no, and I need to handle this. So that's why the whole thing is twofold. Nothing that Reggie Bush said was wrong. The only thing that we have an issue with is the fact that it was Reggie Bush that said it. Reggie sanctioned the entire Southern California program for 4 years worth of postseason ban. Well, no, they got 2 years of postseason ban, 4 years worth of scholarship bans. They got hit on so many levels. In 2010, when they laid that thing down, Pete Carroll left. Reggie Bush got stripped of the Heisman. They effectively took the 2004 national championship. And you want to be the voice on what the hell you shouldn't do? Like, man, sit your ass down. Us as USC fans, we're like, hey, you're one of our favorite players. Like, you're right up there with Marcus Allen and everybody else. Like, we love Reggie Bush. We love Marcus Allen. We love O.J. Simpson. We like Keyshawn. We like Ronnie Lott. We like Troy Polamalu. We love all the SC players that are amazing SC players. But, bruh, I need you to sit down. I need you to sit all the way down. I mean, if you could have several steps and like several seats and then take several more seats, I need you to take that many more seats. You killed a program. And you're trying to tell people what they shouldn't do. Maybe your conversations should be in private when you do a self-confessional like, yeah, I screwed up an entire organization, so I know what I'm talking about when I tell you what you shouldn't do. But coming out to speak, no, can't do it. Yes, I agree with what he said, but no, Reggie should not have said it at all. Go sit down.
Let me ask you this question. You say you agree with what he said, and it wasn't a cautionary tale. It was more so him trying to speak against the practice, right? Reggie Bush's parents collected over $300,000 as a college player. Went on to make millions in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you didn't have the guidance and so on and so forth. You want to talk down about that. I agree with you. Reggie Bush is not the poster child to be talking, or the NCAA would even want him to be the guy to say that. Maybe they do because they say, hey, these are the pitfalls. He went on to make his money. The NCAA has been making money off these college athletes for quite some time. And it's high time that they get some sort of compensation behind that before some private entity comes in and says, hey, we're going to now form our own thing where you don't have to do X, Y, and Z. You can see it right now with NCAA basketball, where some of their top-tier athletes are now opting to go to the NBA D-League. When professional sports decide that they no longer need the NCAA to prepare their athletes to be at the next level, then the NCAA will realize the error of their ways, and that's how I look at it.
Well, but like we're not talking about the NCAA recognizing the error of their ways. We're talking about.
Well, I agree, but Reggie Bush is not the poster child for that. Dude, you made $300,000 before you even got out of college. Get the fuck out of here.
The kids should get paid. Somebody should advise them, and Reggie Bush is not the person to speak on it.
No, if you want to do anything, you want to say, hey, man, I am going to start a blah, 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 where I will be the voice of reason to make sure that the money that you get is going toward this, that, and that, and protect you from the vultures and this, that, and third, because you're not used to making this kind of money. We all know what's going on. Pimping these athletes has been what it is, but now you have to understand that parents, not only just the athletes, the parents need guidance, because your kid comes out of high school, you guys living in a below standard living condition, you go to college, and all of a sudden now this year y'all make $100,000. It fucks the entire family. Everybody needs that guidance, not just the player.
Well, I mean, it goes both ways. I do believe those college players, those guys should get compensation. Whatever they decide on, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you got guys that's coming out of college going to the NFL blowing money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a guarantee just because you're in college and you get the money, you won't know what to do with it. I think if they work it out for these guys to get paid, maybe they should have something in place to help them manage their money and learn at the college level before they get those big contracts going to the NFL. I believe it may help in some regards. I don't agree with Reggie with what he said, especially some of the stuff you guys just named that he did, ruining the whole program for a long time.
they have such a thing called the Rookie Symposium that Tony Dungy holds every single season. Every single rookie is required to go to
Right.
when they come into the NFL.
But that
So
doesn't.
there is something in place. No, don't cut me off. They have that in place when they come to the NFL. There's nothing in place for a college player that gets paid. Reggie was speaking towards that. There's nothing that Reggie said that is wrong. The only issue with what anyone has that what Reggie said is that the fact that it was Reggie that said it. Because Reggie took money and Reggie screwed an entire program that was a powerhouse and took it down. So it was like, hey, you can sit over here, still be a commentator. Shut up.
Even still, with that being said, Fees, like you just stated, that's why I made the point I made. These guys leave college going to the NFL, even with the Rookie Symposium. They still blow it. So I'm saying maybe they should have that at the college level to learn before they get to the NFL to get to that real bag. And maybe that plus the Rookie Symposium, they'll know how to handle money by that time.
Man,
That's all
Can
I'm
you
saying.
put the question back on the screen?
If y'all think these colleges are going to invest any additional monies into an athlete that take your money away from their pockets, it's not going to happen. That needs to come in from the parents and so on and so forth. And it's a flawed system that we currently have with amateur athletes going into these Power 5 countries. Just what it is.
Get your fucking money, period. Back to that. Get your fucking money.
Okay.
You said pay him. Not
Pay
give
him. Pay the athletes too then, damn it. Pay them too.
He did give us that periodness, but check it out. Since we got just a hot second, I know we got to get our intros. I'm going to get this 1 minute in on this. Ultimate Tag. I watched it the other day. It comes on Fox every Wednesday night. It comes on 9 o'clock. I missed it while we was on air right now. It's kind of like some American Gladiator shit. They got the free runners. They running, they chasing people, they playing tag. I mean, I know it sounds fucking ridiculous, but if you actually watch it, Ultimate Tag is pretty dope. Like, y'all need to check it out. Pull it up. It's on Fox. It's crazy. I would do it, especially if I can get Mike Bell to chase me. He would never catch me because he's not smart enough to catch me. His dreads would drag. They would catch on some of the obstacles, and I will always get away. So he'll never catch me.
I saw the tag.
Ultimate Tag.
I saw
But
that Ultimate Tag. It wasn't that exciting. It was okay, but I don't know if it'll last or have any staying power. It's kind of blah. You just chase. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I didn't see anything past people grabbing the damn. Like it's almost like flag football. You chasing somebody around till you grab the flag, and then okay, they out. Ain't a whole lot of excitement in that for me.
I know you would never catch me.
Okay, well that's what you think, good sir. I don't know why you keep
promise
doubting Mike
you
Bell,
won't catch
sir.
me.
I can show you better than I can tell you, but you know that's a story for another day. We ain't got but 2 minutes left, man.
I'm gonna get my outro, man. Listen, it's been fun. It's been real, man. Once again, each and every Wednesday, Petty Sports, man. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my namesake, my baby boy Dwight DJ Banks Jr. Graduated from McEachern High School this year, class of 2020. Heading to Gordon State, man. My baby boy graduated with honors, doing his damn thing. We pick up his diploma tomorrow. This COVID got everything fucked up, but here at Petty Sports, we want to salute you, young king, young prince, I should say. And I'm out, man. Mike Bell fucked up my whole night.
Hey, bro, you'll live to see another day. God willing, the creek don't ride. What you got, Famous Fees?
It's all G. I'm like, yo, about to give you the outro. It's your boy Famous Fees. You see my daughter Naya in here. Tell them what's up.
Hey, what's happening, Naya?
Y'all saw the video. We right foot, we left foot, we Tootsie slide, and that's what we do. I'm gonna always give you the cold content. I'm gonna give you the illest. Follow me on all my social media profiles: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on everything. It's Famous Fees. That's what we do. Naya's in the house. Shooting the deuces, baby girl. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. God willing, the creek don't rise. And, hey, go back and view all the shows that you might have missed. We on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. You can go and see all the shows there, past, all the way up to the latest and greatest on any of our shows. No Name the Podcast, 808 on the Beats. Like I say, stay tuned tomorrow for Watch for the Hook with Petty Man himself and Super Rio. So stay tuned for that, man, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. God willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see you next time, and we out. ATL, ho. We don't own the rights to this music, but we own the right to rock out to it.
725, the ride, the point is spot the live hoes, 3 miles per hour. Like we running up on some Bravo. Never to deny, no, D bitch and fly low. Introduce myself. A to the motherfucker came and to recognize that I lose myself. Juice myself. As you take one pull up, pass it to the left and self-centered niggas will take 2 pull, cause they thinking about self and P-I-M-P-ology. But logically, be learning these hoes by